What's up, Gemini? Hope this video finds you well. And like I just told Taurus, the last video I posted before this set of readings was Aries. And I had already recorded all your readings before that, or at the same time that I recorded that. And after I posted on YouTube, I realized that for some reason it sounds fine on my computer, but on YouTube it was clipping horribly and it sounded like total shit. And hopefully this comes out better. So anyway, doing a reading for you for March 2020, which we are on the cusp of right now. Let's see what we've got. God damn. Oh, that'll come out here in a second. This is interesting because, for one thing, it's all major arcana right off the bat, right? So we got the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the High Priestess. The thing that I find interesting about it, in addition to that, is the Magician and the High Priestess are kind of a pair, right? Cards 1 and 2 in the major arcana. And as I was shuffling off camera, the last time I split the deck right before I started the video, the cards on the bottom of each half were the Emperor and the Empress, which are cards 3 and 4 of the major arcana, and also a pair, also male and female pairings, right? So either there is a major connection coming for you, and you're right on the cusp of it, or this is about a time of balancing polarities within yourself, and probably both of those things. And it definitely signifies a major turning point in energy for you. So I feel like at this time you need to trust your connection with the divine, because this is a natural major energy shift that is a part of your unfoldment and development during this life. And you need to trust in your ability to change your life in a direction that you want it to go. And you need to trust your connection with the divine, and you need to trust your intuition about how things are going right now. That started to flip over even as I was reading the first set of cards. And again, like Taurus before you, and I think Leo's reading as well, for the first six cards that show up are major arcana. And I feel like that's something representative of the energy in general right now, where this definitely hints at what I was talking about before, about this being a major transformation. The second line to me is, by the way, it's the Seven of Wands, it's the Four of Cups, and the Fool. And what this energy is suggesting to me is that probably right now, or recently, but I would say probably right now, you are not feeling as powerful as these figures. You're not feeling like you're on that level. And you are feeling maybe like the world is against you and you probably don't want anything to do with what's going on in your life, where you feel disinterested in it and definitely unsupported. And I think that leads you to want to make a major change that you don't necessarily, I don't think you know where it's going to lead. I don't think you are certain about I feel like you are dissatisfied to the point that it's just kind of like, fuck it. I'm taking a leap right now. And you have to take that leap and you have to trust why it is that you're doing that, what it is that's leading you to that. Even though it may not make a lot of logical sense and you might not. Sometimes you have to do that, you know? Sometimes you're stagnant to the point where you just have to, like this dude just packs a bag and walks out the door with his dog. And I've done that before, to an extent. I mean, I just, flew to another city with a dog and my not a backpack, but a big bag, and started over, far, far away from where I came from, And it changes your life to do something like that. It doesn't mean that everything becomes easy from that point, but sometimes it's exactly what you need to experience. Now we got another 7. The 7 of Cups under the 7 of Wands, the 3 of Cups under the 4 of Cups, and under the Fool, the Ace of Cups. So, I think this feeling of dissatisfaction and probably uncertainty about the move that you need to make next is obviously, it's leading to a major movement and stepping off your predetermined path. And that decision is going to give you a reason to celebrate. Like I said, even though you probably have no idea where it's going to go, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust your connection to the divine, because the divine wants to offer you you see the hand just kind of reaching out from nowhere to offer you a fresh, full cup is overflowing with joy and contentment and love. You see the first 2 cups in this spread are the 4 and the 7, and those are not emotions of satisfaction and joy and contentment and exuberance. They are dissatisfaction and a lack of clarity, clouded emotions and not wanting what's on offer and maybe not even being sure what is on offer. And that's just frustrating to the core of the situation. And then the last 2 cups in this are the 3 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And those are totally the embodiment of exactly the exuberance and the thrill of being alive and being satisfied emotionally that is totally devoid of in those first two cards, right? So again, I feel like what is the bottom here? Oh, the Knight of Cups, another cup, and another cup that suggests. I gotta work on the camera here. Another cup that suggests something good being offered, you know? And maybe you could see it as you taking a hold of the cup being offered by the ace, you know? Where that hand is reaching out from the divine. And you grasp it instead of like the Four of Cups, where the hand is reaching out from the divine and you're saying, I have no desire to take possession of this. You know, whatever, fuck off. But in this Knight of Cups, you take it and you ride with it. And I feel like where you are able to go once you've accepted that is a much higher place than you've been. So I hope that resonates with you. If you'd like to get in touch with me for a personal reading, I'm very new to doing this on YouTube, and it's pretty inexpensive. And just reach out and get a hold of me, and we can work something out. And this is a very positive reading, so I hope that this resonates with you, and I hope that this shift that you're on the cusp of manifests soon. Thanks, Gemini. Bye.